And another item, thank you, and another item on Streets and Transportation this morning was with respect to the intersection at Las Posas and Temple. I had remarked that based on a constituent request, there appeared to be an increased incidence of accidents at that intersection. Can you tell me what the status of that was in Streets and Trans this morning?
So, as a result, yes, in recent months, traffic engineering staff has reviewed the operations and the history of at the intersection, and has concluded the need for protective permissive left turn phasing in all directions at that signal. Okay. At that intersection.
Do you want to talk about the poles as well, Dave,
sure.
there?
Yeah. So the recommendation there is to, and we've received that recommendation. We'll be moving forward with identifying a improvement project to install that left turn phasing equipment within our capital improvement program. Okay. And we'll be addressing the need for a budget appropriation for that through the mid-year budget process. So council will see that item come forward at the mid-year budget process for including that project. It is quite a bit more extensive than our traditional signals that have the required traffic signal poles that we can simply add the additional left turn phasing equipment on existing poles. On three corners, the existing poles are Marble-Light streetlights owned by Edison that in past years, when the signal was installed, it was allowed to put the equipment on the existing Marble-Light streetlight poles. That is, we cannot add anything else to those poles. One of them, Marble-Light poles, was hit and recently replaced. We did replace it with a standardized signal pole, so that one corner has been solved. However, it will take full removal of the existing other three streetlight poles and installation of new traffic signal poles and new conduit. It's essentially a new signal, new traffic signal. So it right now our ballpark cost estimate is in the neighborhood of $400,000 for that installation. So that'll be an item for consideration for council at mid-year budget.
And that's from Las Posas onto Temple, correct? South on Temple?
It'd be for all directions.
All directions. Okay.
We need it north too, Tony.
Well, I kept hearing about the increased incidence of accidents and issues.
It's the increased traffic with the Springville interchange. It's one of those unintended consequences because that street is used much, much more by people coming from Simi and
cutting across Camarillo and Las Posas.
Cutting across to go to Springville.